You're welcome back to this class where we shall be talking about exponential equation. Here we need the basic understanding of the previous topic, which is actually laws of indices. So that's exactly what we are going to adopt here to solve this particular problem. So the problem reads 3 raised to power 2x minus 4 into bracket of x plus 1, then close the bracket, then plus 27 equals to 0. So here we try to rewrite what we have here, okay, in terms of this. As how we try to make 3 raised to power x as we have 3 raised to power 2x here, 2x here, 3 raised to power 2x here is the same thing as we having 3 raised to power x, then everything squared. And this is what we are going to put down here now in place of this. So we are going to have 3 raised to power x squared minus, now what we have in the bracket here, this 3 raised to power x plus 1, okay, 3 raised to power x plus 1 is the same thing as we having, according to law of indices, 3 raised to power x times 3 raised to power 1, which is still the same thing as we having 3 into bracket 3 raised to power x. Okay, so now we are going to use this to replace what we have here as minus 4 times 3 into bracket 3 raised to power x, then plus 27 equals to 0. So by the time you look at this expression, this equation here now, you discover that we have 3 raised to power x, everything squared, minus 4 times 3, which is 12. 3 raised to power x squared. 4 times 3 is 12 into bracket 3 raised to power x plus 27 equals to 0. Okay, now this exponential equation has now turned to the form of quadratic equation. How? What we have in the bracket here, we can simply replace this by a letter and label this as equation 1, like this. Let m equals to 3 raised to power x, meaning that wherever we see 3 raised to power x, we now substitute m there. In this case, it will now become m squared minus 12m plus 27 equals to, so we've already labeled this as equation 1, don't forget. Okay, so m squared minus 12m plus 27 equals to 0. Okay, now this is a quadratic expression. Okay, so from here we can simply solve this quadratic problem by method of factorization. Okay, multiplying the first term here by the last term here, we have m squared times 27, and this will give 27m squared. Now this 27m squared is the same thing as we having 3m times 9m, that is minus 3m times minus 9m, minus 3m times minus 9m. By the time you multiply minus 3 times minus 9, you have 27. M times m will give us m squared. Add minus 3m and minus 9m together, you are going to have this middle term here. Okay, so we will now use these two to replace this minus 12m as m squared minus 3m minus 9m then plus 27 equals to 0. Okay, now we've now replaced the minus 12m here by minus 3m minus 9m. The sum of this will give us minus 12m, and the product of this will give us 27m squared. Okay, so now we now go ahead and factorize and bring out the common factor in m squared minus 3m like this. M squared minus 3m in a bracket, then minus 9m, or we can simply put it as minus into bracket 9m, then minus 27 equals to 0. I put minus here because by the time you use minus here to open this bracket, it becomes plus. That is why I decided to change this back to minus. Okay, so from here we have the common factor here in m squared minus 3m is m into bracket m in m squared, that's m, then m in minus 3m we have minus 3, then in 9m minus 27, what is common here is 9, so we have minus 9 into bracket minus 9 in minus 9m will give us ordinary m, then 9 minus 9 in minus 27 will give us 20, that's 3. Okay, so we discover that what we have in the bracket here and here is the same. So we now use one of these and put these two together as one, as out. This is m minus 3, then m minus 9 equals to 0. So from here we can say either 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 m minus 3 equals to 0, which automatically we can see that therefore our m here is 3, or m minus 9 equals to 0, and you can clearly see that our m will automatically become 9 here. Okay, now we now go back to our previous step in equation 1, where we say where we so we recall that m equals to 3 raised to power x. Okay, so when m equals to 3, and don't forget we say m equals to 3 raised to power x, therefore we equate the basis here, and 3 here simply means 3 raised to power 1, so which means by the time we equate the basis here, we have s equals to 1. That is when m equals 3. Now when m equals 2, when m equals 9, and this same m is also the same thing as 3 raised to power x, so we can easily say that this 9, which is in index form, can be written as 3 squared equals to 3 raised to power x. So when we equate the basis, we can easily say that s equals to 2. which simply lead us to the end of the question. So this problem are sometimes WAEC standard question. Okay, please make sure you go through them, and in case you have any issue with the steps, try to notify me in the comment section, or you can as well try to bring your suggestion, observation for more progress on this class. Thank you for watching.